What's going on, mother truckers? Right behind me is the NRG Center. I can't wait to see you guys. It's going to be semi-casual, big rig tees, and the mother trucker in the house. You know, I appreciate Texas Trucking Show for always showing us love. We want to just come out and now show you love. So I have a link for a free ticket from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. June 21st and June 22nd. See y'all soon, mother truckers. Here's a great question for all the mother truckers out there. Now, even though it is a weekend and there is a lot of parking, okay, I just want to show that. You know, do you think it's still okay for a hotshot driver to be parking in the back of the lot? You know, just here, just to share information. But yeah, just want a fun question of the day. Hotshot drivers, please comment down below. Because hey, you're on the road just like us. But as far as the big semi-trucks, do you like it? Do you agree? Or do you think that they should be parking in the front? What's going on, mother truckers? Welcome to Muthat Trucker News. Emails at muthatruckernews@gmail.com. Appreciate you guys for following the show on all social medias. Basically, anytime a truck driver or a group of truck drivers or a fleet reach out to me about something that's concerning them, I do my best to do some research and put that information out there. Now, I will definitely try to get an interview with Western Flyer Express to see what's going on here. But I'm getting a lot of emails stating that truck drivers, some are unhappy because they worked for IWX and they were happy there, and when Western Flyer Express, WFX, acquired them a couple years ago, they believed that nothing would change in 5 years. But I guess the case is, the company will be no more and all those drivers have to go to WFX. When they acquired IWX, the deal was 250 power units and 325 reefer trailers and team drivers. There was even an email that went out a couple years ago stating that everyone, I am pleased to announce that Western Flyer Express and IWX Motor Freight will be joining forces. You know, basically stating that nothing will change, all the employees, everything will be its standalone and stay the same. So just to kind of let you know how big Western Flyer Express is, they have about 1,039 truck drivers to IWX's 338 drivers is what it stated on their safer score. I had drivers that reached out to me stating that they worked for IWX for over 20 plus years and they got that bomb dropped on them recently. So basically this email states, and I'll keep everybody anonymous here, it says they told us Monday that the 15th is our last day. We got emails told us today that we could go work for WFX for 20 cents pay cut and no benefits. IWX was a prime company. They ran plumb to the ground. It's very sad in what they have done to all of us. No one is taking this. We're all job hunting. Most employees have been there 20 plus years. Drivers, office people, everybody. It was destroyed in 2.5 years. I get another email from a truck driver for the company that says IWX Motor Freight out of Springfield, Missouri is going to cease operations as of 6/30/2025. We are being dissolved into WFX out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Ever since our buyout, the atmosphere has been declining after they slowed us down from 71 to 67 miles per hour and at the same time lost relay from Kingman, Arizona to Springfield, Missouri, which allowed us to expedite our freight. The remaining of us drivers that were hired before the buyout are receiving 70 cents per mile with PTO. By them doing this, we are losing what vacations we would have had to receive. We're also being informed via WFX recruiters that the only position that is open currently is dry van, so definitely a pay cut. The attachment below was sent to us drivers June 2nd and June 4th. Rumor has it that a few of our customers are refusing to sign new contracts with WFX due to the poor service history reputation. I am hearing from the recruiters that WFX will not be continuing the contracts with any of our hazmat customers, which may leave some in a more difficult situation. As a driver that has 5 years with the company and seeing what has been happening, we knew IWX would eventually shut down, but none of us expected it to be so soon. Was also under the impression that nothing at IWX would change for 5 years. This honestly is very saddening to drivers that love the company dearly from our years of experience before the buyout in January of 2023. Basically right here, folks, is the email stating what's going on here. So, you know, it's not that they just completely lost their jobs. They're just getting dissolved into WFX, Western Flyer Express. And so it's just one of those things where, you know, they potentially could lose their benefits, vacation, and how much money they were making, you know. Overall, my truckers, just one of those things. I just want to share this information. I'll do my best to get an interview with Western Flying Express. But for all the drivers that worked 20 plus years at IWX and loved it there, thank you so much for moving America. Just here, just to share information. If you have any more information, please email us at muthatruckernews@gmail.com.
Drivers got a tough life, and there's some other bigger chains out there that don't want the drivers. We want the drivers. That's why I built 3 truck stops.
So even more truck parking. So this is awesome. So they got what? 4 locations, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4. So they got 3 running at Your Friendly Gus, and they have that neighbor's one that they're trying to get that Friendly Gus touch. Let's talk a little bit about, the other day you said I made that video. And then you're like, oh boy, you're like Friendly Gus. You're like, what location now, right? So tell me about that a little bit.
Well, you made the video and you said the Friendly Gus in Dublin, Georgia.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm thinking to myself, the old one, the new one, or the new one? Because at this exit, you have the original Friendly Gus with truck parking on the south side of I-16. And then they built this facility, 6 years ago? And so when we get road calls to the Friendly Gus on Highway 19, it's like, okay, which one? What do you mean, which one? I said, there's 2 of them at that exit, and there's another one at exit 49 they expanded to add truck pumps and a heck of a lot of truck parking.
We partnered with Ambest and a multi-service field card group, and they're a field card for owner-operators, and they want to give you a free shirt or hat. And you don't got to pick a mother trucker one, Oh, good. Now you gotta do me a favor now. You gotta do me a favor now. You gotta put on the hat and we gotta rock together. So what's the best advice? 30 years in the game for all these drivers, man.
I would say, other than saving your money, going after what you believe that you deserve.
Nice.
If you deserve more, then create more. So if there's no jobs available, you create a job.
I love that.
So.
Man, that's beautiful. So what's going on with the history in here? We're talking behind the scenes, and you're like, we got to talk about some of this wood right here.
Yeah. So I appreciate you coming down. So I'm Matt, and I'm the president of Friendly Gus. I'm married into the family. So my wife's great-great-grandfather actually had a house where we're standing now. His old homestead. He moved up here when he was 15 years old. We have a little history back here on that, but so when he came, we got in the wholesale grocery business in 1915. So over time, we slowly evolved into 1971. My wife's grandfather, my father-in-law's father, started the C-store business. So we were in the convenience store world. And in 2019, there's an old homestead here, and we took it down and put in this new truck stop. And I wanted to highlight, you see throughout the truck stop itself, all this heart pine.
Yeah.
That was the bones of the house that sat where we stand here today. So it's a lot of really cool, rich history. We're a 5th generation family business. My brother-in-law and I now are running the operation. My father-in-law, Guy Cochran, he did a really good job of getting us kind of to where we are now and really making the brand Friendly Gus known. I know you got a lot of guys mentioning about the fried chicken. He was the one that really helped to build that brand. So we're really proud of that. And we really we were one of the first truck stops on I-16. So we really appreciate all the truckers out there and know that they have such a tough, life and really a day-to-day grind. So we actually have a truck stop across the street. And
I've never seen anyone do that. Like, I'm like, who the heck does that? Who the heck has another truck stop across the street? I know real estate ain't cheap right now. So what's the reason behind that?
We just love truckers so much, man. So we built that one in 2005, and it did well. But there is a need for parking. There's a need for overnight parking for food. So we ended up building this one across the street in 2019. So we are our own biggest competitor. And then last year we actually expanded another C-store 2 exits up on exit 49 on Highway 257. And added a bunch of truck parking there and did in a high-flow diesel canopy there as well. So
when you come here and you see Friendly Gus, you see a big brand name Ambest right next to it. Can you guys talk about your guys' relationship on that and what that is?
Sure. So they've been a huge integral partner to us. So truthfully, when we're joking about it, but when you do build across the street, you really got to make sure you can get some additional gallons, to your site, because you're basically robbing Peter to pay Paul. So we partner with Ambest, and this was our first Ambest location. We have 4 now, but they did a really good job of helping us to get additional gallons, get additional visibility to the site. And we have since added the one across the street as Ambest to catch them up to them, and then the one down the road I mentioned as well. So they've been a great partner. Shane's done a great job on the marketing side. So we couldn't be happier with the relationship we got with them.
I love that. And Shane, words with you, because I know that I've seen it. A lot of travel centers, they apply to be a part of an Ambest, and you guys usually like to pick the good mom and pops. I've seen that. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience and what you saw when you saw Friendly Gus?
Oh yeah, these guys are great to work with. They're all about helping the drivers out. We've been working together for, about 5 years.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that shines through, is these guys are about the drivers and taking care of them. So it's just been a pleasure.